Okay, it's me again. But like I was saying, I like to be involved with stuff, good stuff. And, with the good comes the bad. And, you have to, navigate through it. But I really don't know anymore what it is that what my muse is, what my purpose is, what is making me tick, what is giving me any levels of optimism and wanting to get out of bed in the morning, per se. Not too long ago, I had things very clear in my head where I wanted to go and what I wanted to do, and actually who I wanted to do it with. And, some of you may know that I met someone that hurt me very, very, very bad. And in ways I never could have imagined. And it was certainly coming from someone that I never thought would, because I guess I was under the operative word of the illusion that they cared about me as much as I cared about them. And like I said, and some of you know the whole thing, I was wrong. And, had it happened at a different time in my life, I think the recovery would have been a lot different. But I also think if it had happened in a different time in my life, rather, it wouldn't have been anything to have amounted to anything in the first place. So I guess sometimes as you get older and something comes along that you feel is potentially healing and wonderful and the next big chapter of your life, you might be more inclined to want to invest in it. Whereas when you're younger, we generally don't know what we have until it's gone, or we might have to be reminded of something from the past to bring it back to, oh yeah, I remember when that happened, or, But as you get older and you collect those life miles and you start looking at everything that you've been through and your values are clearly in place and things kind of start slowing down a bit, which is good, because at least when I was younger, everything was very, very go, 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 fast paced, work, 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 boom, 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 it was just, certainly a different time, and there's definitely a different environment in your secular existence. It's just a lot different than when you get older. So I guess when things fall apart or don't work out, or you realize that you've been deceived, it's a lot harder to recover from, especially emotionally, psychologically. You reflect a lot on, what you did wrong. Not what they did wrong, but what you did wrong. Why did I allow something like that to happen? Or, I should be wiser and smarter than that. Whatever it may be, whether it be a relationship or a career choice or a car that you bought or, a stock that you invested in, whatever. But one thing for sure, we never have all the answers. And I think when we get to the point where we might have most of them is when we die. You know, I really don't think life is a puzzle that gets to be completely solved within one person's lifetime, you know. It might take someone to come along after you've passed away to finish the puzzle or to continue it until they die. And then, you know, your kids continue the puzzle after their parents have died, you know. It's kind of like an ongoing thing. But, you know, now that we're hearing more things about China having some confirmed cases of bubonic plague, and I'm like, Jesus, we're really digging up some old crap from the past and reanimating it if there's any truth to it. But, you know, I just listen to it all and I think, I'll tell you this much, folks. I've lived long enough to know that if and when we emerge from all of this, the world as we knew it is never going to be the same. And same can be said from, you know, almost 19 years ago with 9/11/01. You know, things were never the same. And I can't truly look into my crystal ball and tell you exactly, you know, what's going to happen with me and with you and with the world at large. I don't know. But I will say this much with certainty. I'm very, very concerned. I'm very troubled. And I know whatever it is that emerges from it, I really don't think we're going to be happy with what it is. But we're going to have to figure out some happy medium and how to deal with it. Or we might as well just join hands and jump off the cliff, you know. As you all very well know, I'm a thinker, an overthinker, a ponderer, a wanderer, you know. I'm always trying to connect the dots and, you know, figure out what life's about and which direction to head. But in these times, I don't have the answers. And doing it alone, as a divorced 50-something, sure, it makes it all the harder. You know, you don't have someone to share your thoughts and your desires and your time and your love with. In my case, I don't even much get to share a meal with anyone. So it really gives that person who does do a lot of thinking a lot of time, no matter whether I'm at work or at home or whatever I'm doing. And we're not meant to be a species of isolation. That's not how we're wired. And I don't think by whatever put us here on this planet had that, you know, in its mind frame for us. But it's really hard now with all the things that are going on and the way people are disguising and masking their person, their character, not just their nose and their mouth, but they're masking their soul, and they're hiding their personalities and keeping things to themselves and building walls. And that just makes things even harder to you know, penetrate and to completely understand and accept. But I think, again, it's all part of kind of a self-preservation, you know. Because it's like, who do you trust? And in the last 6 or 7 years, I know exactly what all that means. You know, I was always a person that tried to tear down walls within myself and others, and now I'm finding myself with mortar and concrete and spatulas and building my own walls myself. And that's truly going against, my character. But sometimes I think it needs to be done. I love you guys. And I'm going to keep trying to work on the solutions to all this. And God give me the strength to figure it all out. Because if I do, the ones that have been there for me are going to be the first ones to know about it. Have a good day.